This is a reunion flight with an angel.
A little bit different flying out of here now than a year ago.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Remember the tension in the voice of the air traffic controllers.
His name is Stephen Powley. And in the days after Maria knocked out all the island's radar, he volunteered to put his plane and himself at risk to fly me to Vieques.
The airspace is so crazy, it's actually dangerous right now.
And on this former Navy bombing range turned sleepy paradise, where glow-in-the-dark plankton
3, 2, 1.
draws tourists from around the world.
So beautiful, man.
We found that near 200-mile-an-hour winds had turned just about everything upside down. Planes, boats,
We out of food, we're running out of food and water.
and thousands of human lives.
We decided the most important thing was to establish communication because we weren't.
Until another angel named Robert Becker brought in a bag of satellite phones, the island went 6 days without outside contact. Oh my God. It crushes your soul to watch that. And this is the line. This is a 2-hour line of folks waiting to give proof of life to a wife or a husband or a father. It's rough.
I just need you to tell my mom I'm okay. Do you have her number?
This is where I first met Brittany, who moved here from Brooklyn a few years ago and was among those learning that ATMs are worthless when society is broken.
Thank you. I love you. Bye.
Ready? Mama, everything is gonna be alright. Okay? Take care.
I have no money. They won't let us get money. And I can't use my debit card, so we're all screwed. Like,
here's a
I don't
few
even know what
bucks.
to do.
A few bucks. Oh my God. A year later,
Really glad you got to come back down.
she's back because this is home.
Oh, and I wanted to give this to you as well.
Oh, no, you keep it.
It was a loan, and I appreciate it
Are
so
you
very
sure?
much.
Okay.
Absolutely, sir. I paid back everyone else that let me borrow money, and I wanted to get you as well. We went to the States for a few months to kind of recuperate. We spent maybe 5 months, and why would you go back? Is everything better now? Everything's good then, right? And we're like, nope, everything's not that good, but you know, it's home. And when you go through something like that, you definitely feel it with the people around you that everyone's in it together.
How would you grade the government response?
Do I have to get political? I think our local government, there wasn't much of a response. I know the first people that started to come in, I think the Humane Society was here on the island first thing. Like they were here immediately, like right about when you guys got here. I think that was the first wave.
They were the first responders.
They were the first wave in, I know.
They came for pets,
to help
but
the animals,
they ended up
but
realizing people
it
need
was
diapers
humane,
and water.
yeah.
While many of Puerto Rico's resorts are open and eager for business, the W Hotel Vieques, once one of the nicest in the Caribbean, is still shattered and deserted. The owners say they want to reopen as soon as possible, but here, possible is limited by no hospital, an unreliable ferry, and a lack of real power. With the line to the main island broken, the only thing keeping the lights on are diesel generators on loan by FEMA.
We are powered by diesel, which is oil, which is burning, which is non-efficient, which is contaminating, which we could go all day.
Expensive.
Extremely expensive. They were talking $500,000 a month and things like that just for islands.
Just for
like
this.
Yeah. So, and they're not reliable. But on top of that, if our supply chain, which is a maritime ferry, gets cut off, we have no fuel again.
After Tesla set up a small solar project here, there is hope that the U.S. will spend the millions to replace these generators with a smart grid powered by renewable energy.
I think the electric company of Puerto Rico has a chance to go that route with Vieques at least, and then replicate that in other municipalities in Puerto Rico. I think it is also something that could show the world, okay, it's a mark. We have to start looking at how we would live completely different.
But those are grand hopes in a place where so much still depends on the kindness of neighbors. Stephen, you want to give this a shot? Yeah. Since he was your angel pilot, this would be fitting. When Stephen was using his plane to ferry pregnant women to doctor visits, he met Staff Sergeant Arita Maldonado, a Pennsylvania native who earned a Purple Heart fighting in Afghanistan and Iraq and moved to Vieques to become a dance instructor. But now, most days she heads into town with her partner Alex to find fresh water, and then rumble back up to their little hillside farm. They have horses, a jerry-rigged fan for little David, and after Maria washed away their home, not much else. Well, we came back, a year after to check in and see sort of the state of folks and how they're holding up. And here we find a decorated combat veteran with a brand new baby living in a tent.
Yep.
That sort of speaks volumes, huh?
It's an interesting position to be in right now.
And how do you grade the American response to this tragedy on this island?
Oh, wow, that's a tough one. Geez, let's see. Facebook response was great, I'm sure. Like, a lot of people cared, right? Yeah, I would grade it pretty poorly. Yeah, it was not a very good. Definitely wasn't Houston.
Are you trying to get help from FEMA or through the VA?
I did attempt the VA. At first, an individual came forward and said, "Hey, look, okay, we got you. You're totally taken care of. We're gonna help you out. There's an organization helping you." And then they invited me to a meeting, and one pulled me aside and said, "Hey, so check it out. We can't get you a house, but we can give you this gift card."
This is the house in progress,
This
huh?
is the house in progress.
And Alex is doing it all by himself.
Alex is doing this all by himself, day by day, bit by bit.
If there are any angels with bricklaying experience watching, they could definitely use a hand, because they wake every day and worry about the weather in ways we can't imagine. Hey, what happens during this hurricane season? Is this all you have, this tent, pretty much?
Yeah. If that tent goes away, we're back at square one. If that tent goes away, the things inside of it are what I have.
That's everything you own.
Yep. Yep.
But they are just one family among thousands, from the island to the mainland, with no safe place to call home. Which leads to another kind of slow-motion disaster we've uncovered here, one that is hard to see, but will be felt for a generation.